What's up, YouTube? I figured I'd give you a little update on the Model A, where I'm at with this thing. I just got the body inside the shop. I set it down on top of my frame that I'm going to be using, and I got to do a whole bunch of bracing on this body. The rear half is feels like it's going to fall apart. So I got to deal with that, and I scored a couple of Edelbrock heads today, and not Edelbrock, Offenhauser heads today, and a nice Edelbrock intake. I'll show you guys that stuff. Let me flip this thing around. All right, so here's the car. Body's sitting on the frame. As you can tell, there ain't much back here holding this thing. Subfloor's gone, so she's a little rickety. So what I wanted to do is, this front section is pretty solid still. The floor is still intact there, sub rails. I think the gentleman that I got this from got the rear half from someone else and put it on. So this model is a sport coupe. So it originally had like a soft top that was fixed that went all the way to the front. I'm gonna run it like a convertible. I'm gonna chop the windows down, chop the windshield frame down a few inches. I'm gonna channel the body. Because there's no subfloor in the back here, I figured it's a perfect candidate for a channel. So what I'm gonna do is cut it here, notch it up about 4 inches or so that it just fits over the frame and stops at the bottom of the frame. Cowl's in pretty good shape. Windshield frames looks good. Doors are in decent shape. Somebody already welded some patches on the doors. They did an okay job. I'm sure I'll probably have to do some reworking on that stuff. But as you can see, if you look at the bottom of the door, the bottom, 2-3 inches of the quarters is gone. So rather than spend $950 a side on quarters, I got the patch panels. So this is the panel that goes in under the trunk and fits in there. And then I've got these panels for the back side of the quarters. And then these are the panels that go right behind, just past the doors on the quarters. Cheap money for 70 bucks a pair. I forget what I paid for these. They were cheap. For 300 bucks, I got all these panels, and I've got the wheel well coming. He ran out of those, so I got all this stuff from Tam's Model A up in Worcester, or I think it's West Boylston, Massachusetts. Great dude. I've talked to him several times, and they seem like pretty good people, and shipping was cheap because I live so close. So that's where I'm at with the body. I've got some jacking up, and I'm going to try to level everything out and kind of get it squared up where it's supposed to be, and then I'll get my welder in there and start tacking some pieces in place. I'm going to put some bracing going across from pillar to pillar and in the front also to keep the body from rocking. And then I'm going to do the same thing back here on the quarters. I might tack something on the inside of the quarter that goes across and over to here, just to hold that stuff straight. And then I'll come off the back to support this back area. And once that stuff's in place, I can start welding all my patches in. But as you can see, there's so much weight in the back here that when you pick up on it, it straightens right out. So I've got to do something to support the rear, because nobody likes a saggy rear. Anyway, on that note, these are the heads I picked up today. My shop's a mess. Beautiful Offenhauser heads. I believe these are originals. They're not repops. And then I got this beautiful Edelbrock intake, 3 deuce setup. and these are going to look really good on this motor. Got a couple of Strombergs today that need a rebuilding, along with a few other parts and pieces. So good day today. Stay tuned for more progress on this thing. I'll try to post as I go. So thanks for watching, and please subscribe. Trying to get some more subscribers, so spread the word. Thanks.